What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. So before I get into this video, I want to give a big shout out to the brother Aram for once again coming through with the donation. This time a $10 donation via the PayPal. And saw your video idea, and that's a great one. I never thought about ranking it, but I will start working on that ASAP. So videos will probably be coming out starting tomorrow on that one. So much respect to you for showing love to the channel. All right. So I just want to go ahead, man, because of the fact that this is a threat that's going to continue to increase in the next 48 to 72 hours. I just want to go ahead and do another video talking about Hurricane Ian. So this morning, I was telling you that it was a Category 1 hurricane of 75 miles per hour, sustained winds. It has now increased to a Category 2 storm of the last update with 100 mile per hour sustained winds. I don't know what the gusts are. They aren't listing that. But it's now a Category 2 storm. And Central Florida is now on the tropical storm watch, as hurricane warnings were issued along the coast, including the potential for 10-foot storm surge in Tampa Bay. Governor Ron DeSantis said 5,000 National Guardsmen from Florida, along with 2,000 more from neighboring states, have been activated, along with 5 urban search and rescue teams in preparation for the storm's impact. During a press conference from the State Emergency Operations Center in Tallahassee, Florida. Floridians, this is the official statement from them. Floridians up and down the Gulf Coast should feel the impacts of this as up to 36 hours before the actual landfall due to the size of the hurricane. This is a really, really big hurricane at this point. The diameter, the width of it's about 500 miles wide. So you look at the cone, and if you look at where they have the landfall going, I think the landfall is still Levy County. The impacts are going to be much, much broader than that. He warned of power loss as it makes landfall across a wide breadth of the state, no matter where it finally makes landfall. Governor DeSantis says make sure you have your plan in place. As of 5 p.m., the National Hurricane Center puts Ian Center 155 miles per hour southeast of the western tip of Cuba, with maximum sustained winds of 100 miles per hour, making it a Category 2 hurricane, moving north-northwest at 13 miles per hour. Its hurricane-force winds extend out 35 miles, with tropical storm-force winds extending out 115 miles. One of the things that I saw on some of these models, whether you're talking about the GFS model, the European model, the Icon model, UKMET, I think it's called UKMET. I think it's actually pronounced UKMET, but sometimes I just said UKMET before I knew how you pronounced it. But anyway, one of the troubling things about these models, you may recall in the video I did earlier today, I said one of the worst things would be if this storm directly hit Tampa. And Icon shows a direct hit toward Tampa. The other models show either a close or just a near miss to Tampa. Now, I'm not saying that this storm is going to hit a Tampa as far as the eye. We don't know that. It's way too early. And a lot of times these storms wobble. You know, they move a little bit, and they don't quite, the eye doesn't always directly land exactly where the forecasters believe it will. But if I'm in Tampa, I'm watching the weather very closely just because of the way that Tampa's built. This could be, if it hit Tampa in a certain way, it could be catastrophic. And, you know, when you take into account the storm surge, the rains, the wind, inundating the storm surge, and it could be absolutely just a terrible situation for Florida. Possibly. You know, so I hope people are getting prepared in Florida. Don't take this thing lightly, and pay attention to the actual experts, but you know, they're the ones who really, really you should be listening to, not someone like me who's just a weather enthusiast. But at the end of the day, I will try to have updates as much as possible on this channel when it comes to this storm. But anyway, tell me what you guys think.